How's it going, everybody? Justin here at NDZ Performance, and today we're taking a look at the Glock V-Series. We'll walk you through what's different from the Gen 5 that you already know. Spoiler alert, this is not a Gen 6, not a major redesign, just think of it as a Gen 5, just a little internally updated for today's legal and aftermarket environment. So let's jump into it. Alright, so at first glance, the Glock V-Series looks almost identical to the Gen 5. Overall, the frame shape is the same, the grip texture is the same, and has the same slide profile and the same controls, the same general ergonomics as the Gen 5 series. If you're used to the Gen 5, the V is going to feel instantly familiar. Also, key point is that this is going to fit the existing Gen 5 holsters, lights, any kind of accessories that you already have for your Gen 5 line will be good to go with the V-Series. So, Glock kept most of what people liked about the Gen 5. The frame and grip texture are unchanged. The Marksman barrel has carried over. The controls like the ambient slide release and reversible mag catch are the same, but in my opinion, it does have a better feeling trigger. If you shoot a Gen 5 now, you're not going to be too surprised about how the Gen V shoots. It shoots like a Glock. Alright, so the biggest changes between the Gen 5 and the V series are inside the slide. Glock has now added the ramps to both sides of the firing pin channel here. These are not on the Gen 5. They were designed to block the area where a switch would normally sit and engage a striker. To make that work, the striker lug and the channel it rides in are narrower on the V series than they are on the Gen 5. That's the key difference. So, as you can see here, the slide cover plate on the V is also slightly different. The shape and the notch have changed, and the plate is a bit smaller than the Gen 5 plate, which also means the Gen 5 aftermarket back plates and some of the trigger kits that interact with this area may not be compatible on the V-Series unless they are actually specifically updated to fit that platform. Also, Glock has reinforced the rear of the trigger housing here. On earlier generations and earlier guns, this plastic nub right here was easily cut off and was very easily to be modified. On the V-Series, there's now a small metal ledge that is molded into the frame area there. That is going to make it a lot tougher to modify. Again, this isn't about changing how the gun shoots, it's all about just making it harder to convert it. Alright, so one thing is people are surprised about is a lot of these original V-Series models are shipping non-MOS. Even guns we're used to seeing an MOS option on in the Gen 5 is not the case anymore. You can still get your slide milled for an optic, but many guns out of the box in the V-Series are just a plain slide, no plate system yet. So if you're big on dots, that is something I would double check on the exact V model you're ordering. Alright, so you guys have seen the changes. Why did Glock do this instead of calling it a Gen 6? With the current information, it all points to legal and regulatory pressure, especially around the switch conversions, and the Glock wanting a cleaner, more standardized internal platform going forward, while still giving you the same Glock feels and shoots just like the Gen 5 that you're used to. To recap, the Glock V-Series is basically a Gen 5 on the outside with some internal changes in the slide and the trigger housing to make conversions harder, and to set up a new baseline for parts going forward. If you already love your Gen 5, this is going to feel very familiar to you. If you're picking up your first Glock, just know the V model is just as good, and you're getting the same Glock performance that you always have, just with a slightly different internal blueprint. If you want to see us custom make or build one of these V-Series pistols out, just let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow NDZ Performance for more builds and breakdowns. I'll catch you guys in the next one.